applying for benefits early makes a ton of sense. Now listen, I have people come in and they say, I need a little help for mom in the house so I can keep her there as long as possible. I say, great, you should get some help. The program's called the Medicaid Waiver Program or Diversion Program, depending on who's saying it, but both are valid. They'll pay for home health care to a certain amount, generally 20 to 56 hours a week at a max. They'll pay for assisted living, generally between $1,100 and $1,400 a month, depending on what insurance company they have an arrangement with, the facility does. And then they'll pay for nursing home care, and that's generally many thousands of dollars a month. Well, it's not cheap to set all this stuff up, right? To handle it correctly, to make sure that the person gets the care they need and that the assets are protected and the income's protected and, everything's done that needs to happen to get it done. It is a little expensive. There's no question. So a lot of people will put it off until the nursing home becomes necessary and they get a bill for $10,000 a month from the nursing home. Then they say, well, now it makes sense to spend some money. No, respectfully, let me say it makes sense to spend the money early on, because listen, once your parent begins needing long-term care, it just progresses. If they need home health care now, they're going to need assisted living later. Or they're going to go straight to the nursing home, or they're going to go, now to assisted living and then maybe to the nursing home. So it's a progressive scenario, and as it progresses, the expense gets greater and greater. So here's my philosophy. Go ahead and spend the money that you have to spend on the front end. That way, you get benefits for the longest period of time. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say that you get the equivalent of $3,000 a month in home health care. And let's say, and I'm not saying the prices vary depending on a number of factors, including the amount of assets that need to be protected, the attorney involved, all that kind of stuff. But let's say it costs $10,000 to get this done. Just grabbing a number. And let's say you get $3,000 a month in home health care. Well, you don't want to let go of the 10, and I get that. So instead, you provide home health care yourself instead of having some professional help come in and give you some relief. Okay? So yeah, you've saved 10 grand for now. But now, mom falls. She goes to the nursing home. It's 2 years after you first considered this. She falls, she goes to the nursing home. The nursing home says, okay, you're going to owe us 10 grand every month from here on out. And you say, wait a minute, I can't afford that. And you come back and you see old Tony and say, okay, I'm ready to hire you. I'm happy to help. I will help you at that time, no problem. But here's the thing. If she had hired me 2 years ago, right, and gotten $3,000 a month or whatever the number is for home health care, the equivalent of, that's $36,000. Second year is $72,000. Plus, she would already have mom qualified for the nursing home care that mom is fixing to need. So she's still going to pay me 10 grand, but she missed out on $72,000 worth of benefits over the last 2 years. Here is what I am saying to you. If you see the need for long-term care coming, get it sooner rather than later and collect all of the benefits that you can, not because of the money, but because of the peace and the options that it provides you. This person I'm telling the story about could have gone out and spent, several hours a day recouping from the care that she was providing mom for 2 years. Was that worth $10,000? Again, if that's the number, absolutely it's worth $10,000. She's going to spend that $10,000 one way or another. Now, there's the only exception of that to that is if mom were to pass away in her sleep, never go to the nursing home, right? Then yes, she spent $10,000. But unless mom passed in the 3 months immediately prior to or immediately following seeing me, then she got her money's worth because she got the home health care benefits. Look, it makes sense to get benefits sooner rather than later. I don't know any other way to say it. If you're on the fence, you should get off the fence and talk to somebody that can help you. And if that's me, hey, give me a ring. Happy to help. Thanks.